You want money? Well, this guy's got it, but trying to take it from him can be a little tricky. So today, I'm going to break down how to take down Mr. Shakedown. The first section of the video will be focused on understanding the fight's fundamentals that can be applied right from the very first encounter. After that, I'll cover equipment that can make your life easier, and we'll end with how to wring the most money out of him. The most important thing is to not be intimidated. He only really has 4 moves in his repertoire, and once you know your way around them, beating him without taking any damage is simple. His moves are a 3-hit rush combo, a spinning lariat, a charging tackle, and a running grapple. He can stomp or throw you if you're knocked down, but just don't get hit, and those attacks won't be an issue. The 3-hit combo consists of a downward swing, a kick, and then a 2-handed haymaker. He can dodge out of any of these attacks, or choose not to follow the combo all the way through, which means it's not safe to swing in wildly. If you watch his animations closely, you can tell when he's done his combo or when he's going in for the next attack in the chain, so don't attack until you're absolutely sure he's done. Remember, this fight is a marathon, not a sprint, so don't take unnecessary risks and try to squeeze in more damage. You can safely land a single punch followed by a quick finisher in brawler stance whenever he ends his combo. Going for anything more than that is liable to cost you. The first 2 hits of his combo can be blocked, and the third one will always break your guard. However, you should never be blocking any of these attacks. When he gets lower on health, he'll enter heat mode and gain a yellow aura. While he's in heat mode, even his first attack will break your guard, guaranteeing you'll be caught by the follow-up. It's better to just back away and keep out of his space while he does his combo. While you can get behind him and lean into him while he's doing these attacks, this is unsafe, as the backswing of his finisher can sometimes clip you from behind. The spinning lariat is his most damaging basic attack, but also the easiest to avoid. It's meant to punish you for trying to dodge behind him, but the relatively short range means it will usually outright miss if you aren't hugging him. This move has a long end lag, so it's safe to swing in at least twice and land a finisher, and you can usually go in for 3 hits if you act quickly enough. Just don't get cocky and move in too quickly, since the active hitbox is longer than you might think, so you could end up walking right into the attack. His charging tackle is probably the move you'll see the most, as it's his go-to attack whenever you're out of his reach. Running or dodging to the side should be more than enough to get around it safely, but if you're fighting him in a narrow space where dodging is difficult, you can also block it to avoid taking any damage. Try to learn exactly how far he charges, and then go for a 1-2 on him from behind, and you can easily punish this attack nearly every time. Lastly is his running grapple. He'll usually signal that he's about to do this by pumping his arms like so, but when he enters heat mode, he'll begin doing the grapple without warning. This attack is basically a one-hit knockout, so it has to be avoided at all costs, and since it's a grapple, you can't block it. So if you've gotten into the habit of blocking his charge attack, this is likely to get you at least once or twice. While it might be scary, it's basically the same as his charge attack, so just run or dodge to the side, and you should be able to land a quick punish, though you will have to chase him down. He does have a couple of other moves as well, but you'll rarely see them. If you swing into his guard too much, he may quickly counter with the first hit of a rush combo, or by grabbing you, but just don't attack for no reason, and you should never have to worry about those. And anytime you get knocked down, mash X to get up as quickly as possible, or he'll stomp on you for massive damage. The complication with his moveset is that the best way to avoid his combo or lariat is to dodge backwards, but the best way to avoid his charge or grapple is to dodge to the side. That being so, I recommend just sort of bobbing and weaving in and out of his range, or just running around in front of him. Do this to bait out an attack, and then punish him over and over again. Once you get the rhythm of the fight and learn to read his moves, he'll struggle to ever lay a finger on you. Now, once you manage to shake enough cash out of this brute, you can purchase a skill in the brawler tree called the body counter. When an enemy hits your guard, you can press triangle for a powerful counterattack. With how predictable Mr. Shakedown's moves are, this can be a valuable tool to drain his health quickly, but using it can be a little risky. The safest time to use it is just after blocking against his charge attack. Just be careful to not get complacent and end up being grappled. You can even use the counter in between the attacks of his rush combo, but this is pretty dangerous, as you have to quickly get back into the guard stance after using it, or you'll end up taking his next attack to the face. Keep in mind that once he enters heat mode, all his attacks will break your guard, so the body counter will become ineffective. So, knowing how to fight Shakedown is one thing, but how are you supposed to find him? For that, you're going to need an accessory called the Encounter Finder. While equipped, it will display the location of Mr. Shakedown anywhere on the map. But how do you get the Encounter Finder? Sadly, it's a bit of a journey and it's also completely missable. To begin, starting in Chapter 2, you'll find a sub-story called The Show Must Go On. Complete that mission in any manner, and then head to this restaurant and listen to these two guys chatting just outside. This will result in a sub-story called Miracle on Tenkaichi Street, where you fight zombies. This game is friggin' great, man. After that, you will have to wait until Chapter 5. Talk to the same two guys by the Beef Bowl place again, and then go to the Maharaja discotheque. Win a fight, lose a dance battle, and you'll be given a choice of a black box or a white box. Pick the black box to get the encounter finder. The white box just has junk anyway. Okay, now you're able to find the guy, but you might wind up with an empty wallet anyway. It's okay, he hits like a Mack truck, and getting accidentally tapped by even a single attack can clean you out. That's where the sacrifice stone comes into play. Once you unlock them for purchase from the Dragon and Tiger, you can stock up all you want. They are expensive, so you might want to wait until late game, but just think of them as an investment. With a sacrifice stone equipped, you'll fully restore your health whenever it hits 0, meaning you can just slap on a new one and keep fighting. But alright, these fights take a long time and your fingers are getting sore, so how can we speed things along? Well, let's just stab the guy. By equipping any knife weapon and having at least one heat bar, you can do a heat action that will deal a decent amount of damage and also knock him down. Stomp on him once or twice to build your heat back up, and then rinse and repeat until you run out of knives. The exact same process works with any baseball bat weapon, which can be purchased in bulk as early as Chapter 2 by completing the password-protected submission. If you want to do things even faster and easier, the Dragon and Tiger can be used to unlock the Zap Gun and Slime Gun, which will deal heavy damage to bosses. About 3 Slime Guns will be enough to take down the Shakedown even into the late game when he has a truly monstrous amount of health. Just dodge as you normally would and unload your goo all over him whenever you get an opening. Make sure to keep an eye on your remaining ammo and remember to get your weapons reloaded at the Dragon and Tiger. Okay, well, maybe you want even more money. Don't worry, there's a special technique you can use to rake in the cash. It's called losing. The trick is to go rack up some completion points and then trade them in at the shrine for a bonus called Mr. Shakedown's Deep Pockets. This means that whenever you beat him, you'll get considerably more money than he actually had in his wallet. If you intentionally lose a fight to him and let him take all your money, you can find him again, beat him up, and take back everything you had, plus a 50% bonus. Alternate a pattern of winning and losing to multiply your yen into the billions. And that's everything you need to know. Just be patient, remember what moves he has, and be prepared. With a little practice and the right tools, you can leave Mr. Shakedown shaking in his boots. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helped.